So been a lot of places with this rod jack, showing how it works on the small orphan wells. We come in on small orphan wells, we can do pump tests with it. It's nice to have that weight indicator. That's very important for any of the work you do. Everybody loves a weight indicator. I used a Martin Decker for years, so when I get to see a digital weight indicator, it's really nice. I've done jogs, demos in Kansas, Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and the unit works. And the other thing is we can bring this equipment in on an ATV. Technology has given us tools to be able to complete jobs in remote sites. The other thing about this is it may look heavy and whatnot, and yes, it has a little bit of weight to it, but if we're good for 45,000 pounds. You can't do that with any light material. So that's why we designed it the way it is, so we could actually unseat pumps and change out polish rods. We've designed a method to change out polish rods. We can again do oil well suspensions. But like I said, I've been on the rigs for a long time moving these strings, and I feel 100% confident with this unit. So here I'm showing the method that I use for unseating the bottom hole pump. What we do is we come in and we hook a tag line onto our bridle carrier so that when we are actually jacking the polish rod, our top clamp, we can just pull on the bridle carrier bit and our top clamp goes by the horse head. At that point, when we shut the jack down, we know that this is the spot basically where the polish rod does not come out of the stuffing box, we're saying. Right now, what I got here is I've got 14 inches, because the stuffing box is 14 inches, and if I come into contact with the packing to the point where I set my clamp to unseat the pump, if there's any concern on polish rod damage, that area never gets touched, never touches the packing. So that's why I always kind of use this kind of method, because I want to be sure and make sure that everybody knows that the polish rod where I clamp onto to unseat the bottom hole pump does not interfere with the packing. And if there was a scar on it, anything could happen that it won't cause any damage to the packing. That's why I always put a mark basically where the polish rod is set when the weights are on bottom. That's the farthest it comes out with the pump jack. So I come in, measure my distance here where my packing is. I basically pick it up to the point where I will start pulling over, and it's usually past this 14 inches. Now if it is in this 14 inches where I have to clamp onto that polish rod to unseat the pump, you just make sure that you don't damage the polish rod while you're doing it. This is safe, this is economical, this leaves a small footprint.